Papa Squat, coming at you. So, we've got a song today that was recommended just today by T-Braze Fan 2008. We've heard from them before. I've liked almost everything that people have recommended to me, so I'm happy to get another recommendation. This in fact, I went to look at the list of songs from 1981, and we had already reached the end because I've done some of the songs previously when I wasn't really going in order, and so this was good to get. This song is 1984. It's from Hashim, and we've heard from Hashim before. He did what's considered one of the most classic electro songs from the early 80s. Al Naifish. It's hard to get exactly right. Al Nafaish, The Soul. It's from 1983. We've actually already listened to it. So if you haven't seen that one, just go search for it. It's AL-NAAFIYSH. From 1983, that song was. I also found Hashim. He's a guy named Jerry Callista, or Callista Jr., born Gerald C. Callista Jr., in 1965. An American entrepreneur, music industry executive, producer, songwriter, record producer, music producer, and former DJ who's best known for internationally renowned seminal hip-hop, electro, and dance music classic Al Nafaish. I know I'm mispronouncing that terribly. It makes me a little sick that he's only like 3 or 4 years older than me. I'm not famous, and he was famous when he was a kid. Anyway, he's had quite a career, it looks like, starting out on his used $50 Casio keyboard, combo calculator, because that was a thing, seriously, calculator keyboard. And he's gone on to make a bunch of music and be a record producer and work with all sorts of people, so very cool stuff. If you want to look him up, again, his rapping name or DJ name is Hashim, but his name is Jerry Callista Jr. I'm just going to close this because I don't care. And we're going to listen to We're Rockin' the Planet from 1983. This song, for some reason it's not telling me how long it is, but I think it was just about 5 minutes, something like that. And let's just jump right into it. I listened to the first couple seconds and it sounded pretty neat, which doesn't surprise me because I like electro and I liked his previous song. So let's see what this one's like. 5:45 is how long it is. So what's interesting is right off the bat, I very much get the feel of this song continuing that move from highly musical hip-hop rap sort of stuff into more simplistic, again in a good way, sort of music where it's very much about the beat and making that as interesting as possible. So this is kind of cool, just again as part of our overall kind of conversation of music that we've been listening to. I see this absolutely as more of a move away from the musicality of disco and more into the beat of rap music. It's a good sound. Yeah, certainly as you can tell as we're listening to this, this definitely falls way into the electro side of things, which I love. I love this sort of music, and I find it crazy that this sort of thing was being made. But then I just happen to think like this is Depeche Mode was around when this was being made. Like they started in the late '70s. The first album I listened to of theirs came out either in '84, '85, Some Great Reward, which I have on vinyl somewhere. So I love that sort of music, and I absolutely see that as being part of this sort of style of music, right? Very electronic, very kind of stripped down sort of beat. And obviously they went elsewhere with that as they grew as musicians, and I'm sure Hashim did the same thing. Sorry, that's my cat. He's clawing on his sisal post. But totally interesting to think about that because I hadn't actually considered something like Depeche Mode before now. But this, Art of Noise is around. Talking Heads are definitely around. Jesus, he's just knocking things off his cat tree. So super cool and interesting. Just loving it. I love that piano sound or synthesizer. Oh, it's so good. We're rocking the planet. It kind of strikes me actually that we talked about this before, where sort of the music is untangling itself from these like disco rap origins, which just sounds weird to say, considering what rap and hip hop is now. But those origins, and then moving on to kind of splitting up into its different genres, and it seems like the strictly speaking rap portion concentrated much more on the beat and the words, the rapping, the flow, that sort of thing. And electro was much more about, I mean, really what I would say is and I guess that's probably where the name comes from, is sort of the technology of making new sounds in music and combining those in ways that are new and different. So much more about the creation of the music as opposed to the creation of the creation of rap, right? So this song is almost entirely instrumental. There are some lyrics. That's not the point, right? The point is the music itself. And then also we hear things like house music, which is also a slightly different feel, but much more about the music than it is about necessarily the rap, although there is more rap in house music or more lyrics in house music than there is in this. It's so interesting to see this stuff kind of disentangling itself from each other and turning into what it's turned into. Love it. Love it. So good. So good. Ah, thank you for recommending that. That is a great song. That's going on my favorites too. Yesterday's one on the favorites too. Sorry, I created a channel of favorites. So if you want to know the songs that I particularly liked, it's a playlist. It's the only playlist I have other than all the videos. This was great. Really, really cool stuff. It doesn't surprise me that I like it at all because I liked the first song we did, that El Faish. I know I pronounced it wrong. This is great. So much fun. I love electro music. I love electronic music in general. And just, like I said, how this fits into kind of the overall story of all the stuff we've been listening to. Just love it. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. If you have anything to say, I look forward to hearing it. I really appreciate it. It's just fun to see what everybody else is commenting on. My neighbors are very loud upstairs. This floor is apparently about that thick. Good stuff. Thank you. Pop Squat. We're up to 219. I am checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it very, 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 very much.